Where's Kill? Hello? Didi, hello? You always gotta put salt on the food, yes. Doing some skirt steak. You want a piece? Alright. Some skirt steak with some tostones, which is fried plantains, with guacamole and white rice. You have steak. You're 20 years old, Didi. Happy birthday. I'll share some with you. You guys can barely see it because of the smoke. Hey Brent, good evening. The only thing I did was put some salt, some pink salt, and I'll be adding some more salt once it's done. Hey Jay, how you doing, Jay? Appreciate that, Jay. Appreciate that, Whiskill. Spring dance. I don't know what that is, but you have dinner with your family. That's awesome. Hey, Cookie Monster. I'm doing good, Cookie Monster. My wife is showering the girls so they can go and go to sleep. My son is already sleeping, and my wife is cooking for the whole week, and I'm cooking for tonight, which is skirt steak with white rice, guacamole, and smashed plantains, fried smashed plantains, so tostones. Take it inside, and I'm gonna let it rest, and then I'll cut it. Hold on, I'm going inside. Skirt steak is ready. Just a matter of letting it rest. Let me show you guys. Let me leave it here, and I'm gonna bring the metal plate where I was cooking it so that way I can put it on top of that, and the heat can continue cooking it a little bit more, because my wife, she likes it when it's like medium well, and right now I'm assuming it's like somewhere medium rare, I think. What looks dark on the top is just it's just all the fat that got burned. Oh no, I have the dessert, Wiskill. Ice cream for dessert. Homemade ice cream. Homemade ice cream is a dessert. Let me get the other tripod and let me bring the metal piece. Okay, I'm gonna let it rest inside the oven. Let me change the tripod. My wife, she's prepping, meal prepping for the week. Some mashed potato. And here we have some meat for the shredded beef. Let me wash my hands. So we'll start doing the plantains because the rice is already done. Let me wash my hands. I'm gonna read your stuff now, Cookie Monster. 1 second. Let me flip that steak. Yeah, that's awesome. You got two different worlds. So you have two opposite uh, to choose from. Yeah, I mean, I would say just see which one you think you're gonna like the most and go with your guts. There's no right or wrong. Just go with your guts. It was warm. It was warm during the day, but now it's a little cold. It's like on the low 50s. I mean, it depends. It depends because not because of the company is small. It's laid back. That's just my opinion. So, and it depends. I wouldn't be able to say because you have to see the good and the bad. And job security, I don't believe in job security. I believe that anything could happen to any company, anybody. The lights for what? Okay, baby. Thank you. Love you. Love you, mommy. Good night, sweet dreams. I believe that the job security thing that people talk about, what is that? That's not real. Doesn't matter. I mean, how many big companies they fail? How many, so it's all over the place. The only security that you can have is that one day you're not longer gonna be here no more. That's it. Other than that, that's not really security. Security is something that they came up with just so you can feel a little safer, but in reality, it's not true. And job security, what's the fun in having a place that you stay there? I mean, unless you like what you're doing. Unless you like what you're doing or you love what you're doing, then it makes sense. But if you don't like what you're doing and you're just there because you get paid well and job security, that sucks. I like the venture, so hey, Cookie Monster, are you still there? You know that someone came the other day to my live stream saying that Whiskill, appreciate that. Someone came to my live stream saying that you have another account and you go to other live streams and somebody came saying things about you, pretty much. So yeah, that person came saying that you're an attention seeker, and you go to other live streams with a different account, and that they block you from another live stream because I don't know. So they were saying that. Oh yeah, they do. People say anything about anybody, any given day. I said, I'm like, okay, how do you know? How do you know it's her? Oh, because of the same thing that she says. I'm like, oh, okay, it's like, whatever. So when are you gonna take one of the jobs? Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, because that person told me, something about. Again, I don't even know who that is, but I'm just saying what they were saying. I'm like, all right. I mean, what do I do with that information? Nothing, because at the end of the day, that's really irrelevant to me. Yeah, again, to me it doesn't matter because the way I see it is I can only base my experience with whoever comes to the live stream and make comments. You know, if somebody comes to the live stream and make good comments and it's nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to them and I'm gonna, you know, treat them with respect. But other than that, I could care less what anybody tells me about anybody because that's irrelevant to me. I base my relationship out of whatever somebody writes. You know, whoever, you know, whatever account is writing something there, that's what I'm basing my experience out. And if the person is treating me with respect and is being nice to me and in the live stream, I have no reason to think otherwise just because somebody's telling me something else. Well, that makes no sense to me. I don't go about life that way. You know, if even in real you know, face to face, that's how I do things. If you come and tell me, oh, this person is like this, but the experience that I'm having with that person is totally different, I could care less. Whatever problem you and that person had is between you and that person. I'm gonna base my experience out of how that person treats me. I'm not gonna get influenced just because somebody's telling me otherwise. I don't. To me, that makes no sense. So now somebody comes to my live stream, and all the time is just being, you know, nice, supportive, making good comments, saying good things, and then out of nowhere somebody else comes and say, hey man, you gotta watch out from this account because this account did this and that and whatever. I'm not gonna believe that because even if it's true, that's not what they're showing me. I'm only gonna base my experience out of whatever they're showing me. I mean, that's all of that is normal. I mean, in real face-to-face life, you find all kinds of people. So imagine over here that in reality, anybody can be anybody. All right, Wiskill. Che lo cavolo, dottore. Huh? Yeah. Again, that the same person that was saying that about you, have said other things about other, the same account. I don't know if it's a person. I don't know. It's the same account. Um, well, with a different account, because that person, I blocked that person from my account because something that happened in the past with another account. It was way too much drama, so I ended up blocking that person. But that person opened another account, so I was on my live stream and it was telling me that about you. And before that same account, the same person behind that account has said other things about other people that every time they come to my live stream, they're only nice to me and to the people in the live stream. So again, that information to me is irrelevant because I can only base my experience out of what I see and out of how they treat me and the people in my live stream. I could care less about anything else.
You turn it up?
Yeah. Oh no, you find all kinds of people here because the other day I'm doing a live stream and this person comes. Obviously, I'm assuming it's a person. This account comes and says, this account start asking me questions, and I answer a few questions. Not too many, because now when they come to my live stream and it's the first time they're on my live stream and they want to ask me like so many freaking questions, I'm not answering all those questions because I feel like, hey, relax. If you want to know more, come to another live stream and then come to another live stream so you can know more. But when they want to ask you all those questions all at once, I'm not answering all of them just because they're wasting so much of my time that I don't have time for that. So this person asked me a few questions and I answered the questions. And then I'm talking to one of the subscribers, and I make a comment to the subscriber and the subscriber is talking to me, but it's a subscriber that been with me since I started all this. And usually every time I do a live stream, at least once, that person goes there and says, hey, how are you, whatever, just to support me and my channel, which I appreciate that. So I'm talking to this subscriber, and then this other person that asked me all those questions is there watching the live stream. So I make a comment, and that person says, oh, I sent some, hold on, I totally forgot. Damn, what was it? I told you, what was I totally forgot now. What was the word that? Oh, okay, I remember that. So that account says, oh, I sent some arrogance, so unsubscribe. And I was just laughing because I'm thinking, if you're gonna unsubscribe, you don't have to let me know. Just unsubscribe. If you don't like my live stream, you don't have to watch it. You can go somewhere else. And it's just ridiculous. That was funny. That was so funny to me. But hey, I was ready for that before I started, and that's now that I don't have a lot of subscribers. Imagine once my account grows. I mean, that's normal. You're always gonna find some people that they have something negative to say about anything, and that's in life. It's like that too. Just like I'm doing a live stream and this new account, another new account comes and say, oh, dance. I'm like, what do you mean dance? And then the account reply like, oh, dance, like dance. I'm telling you to dance. I'm like, hey, you got the wrong live stream. You have the wrong live stream because I don't dance, and I'm not gonna dance for you. I'm not your monkey, so I don't know who you're telling that to dance because you obviously have the wrong live stream. And then the person replies, oh, usually when I go to people live stream and I tell them to dance, they dance for me. I'm like, whoa, not here. Oh no, but that's normal. Yeah. In real life, you have trolls too. In real life, it's like that. So you were dancing at the school. But it's not all bad. Not everybody's bad. Obviously, you have some bad apples, but just because there's some bad apples, you cannot think that the whole apple tree is not good. Yeah. Maybe.
No.
Yeah, I was like, what's wrong with this person? I'm like, what do you mean dance? But then I have never seen anybody else live stream, so I don't know what people do in live streams. But I have subscribers that they tell me that they do crazy stuff in other live stream. That people do all kinds of stuff for attention, for money, for whatever. So maybe that's why they come here thinking that they can do the same, or. Hey, Jay, were you dancing at the school for real, or that's just a joke? Yeah, and just think about this on the videos. If you make videos, like people make all kinds of crazy comments. So imagine on the live stream, they're gonna do the same. Spring fling for your daughter. Oh, nice. Oh, that's awesome. Did you wear a tuxedo? The way I see it, you come to the live stream, you show support, you like what I'm doing, I appreciate it, I'm grateful. You don't like it, and you still watching my stuff, I'm grateful too, because that's supporting me. You want to make nasty comments, really, really bad comments, I'll probably block you. If your comments are not too bad, I don't care, I could care less. But if it's going too much to the negative way, I'd rather not deal with them. And I usually treat people with respect because I like to be treated with respect. But sometimes people, they're fake, and sometimes the best thing to do is just block them. In real life, that's also the way to do with people like that. You block them. Projecting themselves, yes. Exactly, that's it. You got it, Cookie Monster. You got it right on the money. That's how they feel on the inside. That's exactly, yes, just like that. You're hurt on the inside, so you want to hurt others, you know? But it's all good. I mean, it's part of it. Yeah. I had one like that. I had a subscriber like that I ended up blocking because the subscriber out of nowhere, you know, he or she, I don't know. Again, I'm only basing what they tell me, but at the end of the day, they can be lying. You know, whoever the person was behind that account will be coming to my live stream and being very polite and very nice. And then out of nowhere, made a comment, you know, one of my live streams, like regarding my kids. So then a couple of live streams later, the same account made a comment regarding my kids again on the live stream. And I'm being nice about it, you know. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's your opinion. Everybody has a different opinion. I'm just trying to be nice. Because sometimes I can be really nice. But sometimes I don't have patience to be nice. So I just block you right out the back, you know. But this time he got me in an extra nice time. So I'm trying to be nice. And I'm like, you know what? That's your opinion. I respect your opinion. But this is my way. And then the person replies back, oh, you this, you that, you know, like telling me, like if they know me so well, just because they see my live stream, somehow now they know me for the whole life, you know. So I'm like, okay, we're going somewhere that I don't want to go. So I ended up erasing the messages, but I didn't reply anymore. But then the person came to the live stream and made a nasty comment. And I'm like, no. So I just ended up blocking them. I'm like, no, I don't have time for that. Oh, you did? Jay ordered the sandwich panini press that we have just because of me. Jay, but did you order the same one? No, right? No. It's not. It's not about that. It's not about that, Cookie Monster. It's like, it's not a comment because at the end of the day, that's their opinion, and I get it. You know, I'm on social media, so I'm exposing myself and my family to those comments. Say, hey, I can take them, no problem. That's totally fine. What got me aggravated is I don't mind you having your opinion. This is what really got me, you know? You can have your opinion. Anybody can have their opinion. But at the end of the day, don't try to shovel your opinion down my throat, you know? Because you're giving me your opinion, so I'm telling you how it is, and you want to convince me that it's otherwise? No, I'm sorry. Go somewhere else to do that, you know? Because I'm going to live my life the way I feel fit. You know, the only person that I should be concerned about what I'm doing and what I'm not doing is myself and my wife. Because we're raising our kids together. Other than that, I can care less anybody else's opinion. Now, somebody brings a good opinion, something, you know, nice. I'm going to maybe take it and see, hey, you know, maybe I can learn a little bit. But only if I want to. But if not, no, keep it. Yeah, that's why, yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't get the same one because it's not worth it to pay more than what it was originally worth. That's it, Cookie Monster. You got it. You hit the spot right there. Yes, that's what I don't like. I don't mind the opinions. I don't mind the comments. I could care less about the comments, you know? It's just when they want to force you that they know better. They want to convince you that their way is their only way. Yes. Hey, man. That one I got a long time ago. Just make sure, Jay, that you get the paper and the foil. So if you're going to do the sandwich like that, so all the juices can stay inside. That thing is going to be amazing. You'll see. Yeah, I buy my paper at Costco. And what I like about it, not only tastes better, but then it keeps it clean. Obviously, like the butter and things like that, they're gonna come out every once in a while, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, exactly. But hey, I was ready for that before I decided to do YouTube. I was already ready for that because I used to watch, not a lot, but I used to watch other things, like motivational people doing like exercise, people living like different lifestyles. I always watch those things on YouTube, on different platforms. And I always would see the negative coming from people. And I would tell my wife all the time, I'm like, why people are complaining and talking so bad and so rude to these people when these people are just living their life? They're not hurting anybody. And I'm like, it has to be envy. It has to be that they're bitter inside. I gotta make more, Jay. I have to make more. What do you want? Oh, it's here. It's clean. Well, appreciate that, Jay. La mojé un poquito ahí. But that's another reason why I wanted it to do the YouTube, because I believe there's a lot of bad out there, but there's a lot of good too. So you have to be part of the good, you have to show good too. And obviously you gotta deal with the bad, but it's okay. I believe that what comes around goes around. I believe that you do the right thing. And obviously, it's impossible to do the right thing always, but you do the best you can to do the right thing. You treat people right, you treat them with respect. If you could help someone, you help them. If you don't want to help them, don't help them, but don't hurt them either. Don't put them down. I feel that you do that, and that comes back to you. Oh, another one. Cookie, another one came. It was this week. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, but in a way to being sarcastic, I'm sorry that your live stream has only 6 viewers. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I mean, there's there's this guy. I don't know his name, but he's a firefighter, full-time firefighter. But he also runs ultra marathons. You know those people that they run 100+ miles. Yeah, but you know how people are. The way I see it is, I'm starting, and the way I see it is, even if I have one viewer now, that's just now. In the future, it all can change. And everybody starts at one point, everybody starts from the bottom. Everybody starts, somewhere, and you can start from the top. So, but okay, going back to this guy. This guy, he's a firefighter, and he does ultra marathons, which is 100+ miles that you run. So he does a lot of motivational things, but his page is for motivation. Thank you, Cookie. His page is for motivation. Why? Because he suffers from a lot of depression, anxiety. He used to be on drugs many years ago. So running and doing the things that he does now keeps him in track. So he shares that with people. You have to see how many people complain to him because he runs too much. So he runs 100+ miles every week. We're talking about 25 to 27 miles every single day, sometimes more. And people get mad at him because he's running so much. And I'm looking at that and I'm like, oh, that's, to me, makes no sense, but I guess you got all kinds of people. And he gets some really mean comments, like, oh, I hope you break your legs. I hope you get a knee replacement soon. Oh no, it's horrible. And the guy's not doing anything. He's just running, sharing how much he runs, and just telling people that if you want to start running, to start, and then, it's just crazy. Well, but remember, they probably hate that he runs a lot because they probably don't do it themselves. Probably they want to do it and they don't do it for whatever the reason is. Or probably they're miserable and they just want to take it out on him. Who knows? I feel like exactly, and to me that's amazing because you know what, the guy been sober for many years, 20 something years. He's a chief, a firefighter chief, and the guy's doing great. He's doing great, but yes, he needs to run that much to keep his mind away from the things that he used to do when he was younger. And that to me is amazing. I definitely take out my hat out of respect to someone like that. And you find people just complaining about it. Yeah, you're totally right. It's Jay. Yes, probably when he was on drugs, nobody cared. But now that they see him doing good, now is when they care and they want to bring him down. The way I see it, you go about life the way you look at it. So if you're looking just for the negative things and the bad things, that's all you're gonna see. So when I started YouTube and I said, you know what, I'm gonna start social media, which I have many reasons why I wanted to start my channel. And if you would have asked me a year ago or 2 years ago, hey, do you ever see yourself doing something with social media, I would have answered no. But the way I look at it is, obviously, the more you grow, it's all about perspective. Yes, the more you grow, the more people you're gonna draw, to your channel, to the things that you do. Good people and bad people, obviously. So there's gonna be good comments, bad comments, good vibes, bad vibes, whatever. But me, I just want to focus on the positive. When the bad ones comes, I'll handle it. I want to focus on the positive. Why? Because I believe that the same way I got inspired and motivated by other people that I seen through social media, I'm sure there's gonna be people that are gonna get inspired by me and what I'm doing with me and my family and my lifestyle. So that's it. That's what I'm gonna focus on, which is the positive. The haters and the whatever, all I can say is that as long as they watch my videos and they write comments, even if it's hating, that's still gonna help my channel. So it is what it is. But I'm just gonna focus on the positive. And it's funny. It's funny because whoever tries to be a troll or whatever, or they're bitter and they want to take it out on me, my channel, my lifestyle, or my life, or whatever. To me, this is new. Social media is new. But I'm 37 years old. Life is not new to me. There's real people like that in real life, face to face. So just because I'm dealing with someone through a computer, tablet, a phone, or whatever, doesn't mean that I have never dealt with people like that face to face. So I mean, I've been around. I've done many, many, many things in my life, and there's many, many, many more that I need to do that are coming. So I experienced people like that. I mean, it's all good. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the channel to take to the next level. It's gonna get there whenever it's gonna get there. All I can do is keep putting in my work the best I can, whatever I can, and that's what I'm gonna do. Be myself so I can make sure that I can do it all the time, because I cannot be someone that I'm not. And that's about it. Because in real life, we also have to block people. There's some people that it's not worth it, because if someone is trying to convince you that the way they think is the only way, and they want to change your mind, whether it's too good or whatever, it doesn't matter. But they want to force you. They don't want to give you the chance for you to think it for yourself and take the time to see if you want to think that way. You don't want to deal with someone like that. How can you have a conversation with someone like that? No, because all they're doing is trying to convince you that their way is the way it is. Appreciate that, Cookie. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Time. Time. That's when you really get to know who people are, with time. Hey, but you're lucky. You had. Oh, okay. I was reading that. Jay. Yeah, that happened to me many times. Yes. But I learned my lesson, but I'm not bitter about it. I believe there's still good people out there. That happened to me a couple of times too. People that I thought that they were really my friends, really close friends. With time I noticed that they were not. But like I said, you live and learn. Yeah, but it makes it hard. But let me tell you something that I learned. A couple of years ago. Obviously, I didn't learn this on my own. Somebody taught me this. the signs are always there. So sometimes we react like, what happened to this person? Why they did this to me if they were so great? No, really look deep. Look, and you're gonna find the signs. It's just that you were blind, not paying attention. But the signs are always there. And I know it makes it hard to trust people in the future, but at the same time, we cannot carry that because it's not fair for the next people that we're gonna find in our life. It's not fair to be thinking like, oh, are you gonna do the same thing this person did to me? You know, like, I'm not saying you gotta trust blindly. No, I'm not saying that. But at the same time, don't hold that in your mind, because then you're not gonna give it a chance to that relationship that you can have with that person. You're not gonna give it 100% chance. Why? Because you're in the back of your mind, you're thinking like, oh, this person did me wrong already. So are you gonna do the same? So, you know, it's something that we cannot do that. Should I cut the meat? But also, Jay, I believe that some people, they come to our lives just for a certain period of time. They're not meant to stay in our life. That's why sometimes we have some friends and then something happened and we have to move on. It's because they serve their purpose. You know, they're not meant to stay with us for the rest of our life. And that's okay too. Yeah, I know. I mean, blood, it doesn't mean anything. You know, to me, blood, it doesn't mean anything. Why? Because sometimes your own blood is your worst enemy. But sometimes a stranger from the street can be the best person for you in your life. So let me take out the steak. While I was here washing the dishes, my wife was doing the tostones, the fried plantains. So let me get the steak. Hey, but you guys, how do you call a friend that you have on the social media? How do you guys that you guys know so much about this? Um, Cookie Monster and Jay, how do you call this? You know, that what we're doing now? No. Yeah, interacting. But I guess social media friends, you know, if you keep coming to my live stream for many months, years, I mean, that builds some sort of relationship, right? Are you still there, Jay? Huh?
I'm impressed que no has ensuciado la cocina tanto. Why you get the kitchen so dirty?
Mama.
But it's not now. Desde el sábado que la limpié hasta ahora.
Oh.
I don't see it.
So yeah, what I was saying is that you guys, you know, that's why I was asking you guys if you guys had any other word, but I'm gonna give you an example. You know, right here, Cookie Monster, Jay. You know, Jay, I don't know if he was since the beginning of the channel, but I can tell you that he been on my channel for a very long time. I don't know if since the beginning, but I think that from the very, you know, almost the very beginning. And all I can say is that every time I go on my live streams and he shows up, he's showing his support, and I appreciate that. So in my mind, you know, we're building a relationship. That's the way I look at it.
¿Qué me da?
What?
Para el sofrito.
This one? And not only that, we talk about things, you know, and I never had that, but I can say, I don't know how he feels, but I can say that I feel like, you know what, I have a cyber friend, I guess, you know, if, again, all of this is new to me, but we talk about like life experiences. Oh, really? You just were quiet? Hey, that's awesome, man. Appreciate that. Hey, Fawn. Thank you. Está durito. Pero está rico. It's good. It tastes really good. Cut it and put it in your plate. Thank you, guys. So yeah, what I was talking before, Cookie Monster, you gotta concentrate on the good things, not the bad things. Sometimes the bad things and the bad people might feel like they're more than the good ones, but you know what? You want to see how strong, and I learned this from someone that I used to know. You want to see how strong the light is? Go inside of a dark room, okay? Close all the blinds and let one little tiny light come inside, and you're gonna see how you're gonna see that light. Do that, and you're gonna see that. Hey Jay, you know where I did that? That person showed me in the unit, storage unit. That person closed the door of the storage unit and showed me that. That person told me, you see how dark it's in here? And I said, yes. He said, look over here. And you see the little holes from the sliding door that comes down. You can see that. Man, it was pitch black, but you can see the sun coming in through those tiny little holes. So that's to show you how powerful the light is. So yeah, that's it. You concentrate on the good, you see more good. You concentrate on the bad, and then you see more bad.
Let me know, Mama.
I need salt. I need condimento.
Okay. El completa como que te lo acabaste ya, ¿verdad? Right?
Yo no me lo puedo.
No, it's not there. The other one is not there. Este es el nuevo, que no está abierto. Garlic too?
No, I don't frío carne here.
Let me get another plate.
Thank you.
Can I get, oil, please?
¿Ah?
Can I get oil?
¿Te sirvo aquí a ti? No va a servir a mí.
Like that person that taught me about the light, that did that example, he taught me about the signs. That's what I was telling Jay. And that's what I was talking to you earlier. That the signs are always there. You know, the good signs and the bad signs. Sometimes we just look over them. We're like, oh no, it's okay. But then when something big happens, we're like, oh my God, why this happened with this person? I never thought they were capable of doing that. Well, the little signs were there. You were just not paying attention. That person, I learned a lot from that person. And I'm very grateful that I got to meet that person. That person and I, we no longer talk. But you know what? That person was meant to be for a period of time of my life. And after that, we needed to go separate ways. And that's normal. That's okay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes there's people that come to our lives just for a short period of time. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody's meant to stay with us for the rest of our life.
Chimichurri. There you go.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. That wasn't. Yeah, that's another thing. People confuse friendship with confuse friendship with people that you work with neighbors, people that you see every day. Those are co-workers. You know, like Jay says, associates. You know, they're not friends. Friend, a real friend. A friend is a person that, man, a friend is a person that you're going through hell and is gonna be there to help you in any way they can. You know, any way, with an advice, with a motivation, with whatever they can. A friend is a person that you're doing good, they're gonna be super happy for you, even if they're going through hell and you're going through a really good patch of your life, they're gonna be happy for you. That's a true friendship. You know, a friendship, a real friend, is somebody that is not gonna take advantage of you. It's somebody that, you know, it's gonna be cohesive. It's gonna be like a 50-50, you know. It's something that you don't see nowadays. I feel like people don't know how to really be friends. People think that they know how to be friends, but they don't know what that is. Yes, someone that you can trust and rely on, but it has to go both ways. You cannot just keep it, you know, you cannot just take. No, you have to give, you have to take, and you have to be a circle. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Bien suave.
Real friends, I can count them with one hand, and I have so many fingers left. It's crazy. Real friends, and I'm 37 years old. That's awesome, Jay. I can I'm looking for the word. I totally understand that because I've done that many times. I used to do it more often in the past. I stopped and I don't do it too often. For the reason that I don't do it too often is because right now I have 4 kids, and my life has changed a lot. So every time that I'm about to waste time with someone, I think about it like, okay, you know what? This time I can use it for my kids. This time I can use it for my family. So it's really worth it. Because the thing is, when I have done things for people in the past, I don't do it for exactly like you said, not even to expect thank you. I do it because that's who I am. But sometimes it's just people, it's crazy. People are, you find some people that I have no word to explain them.
Otra.
My God.
Yo no sé dónde sacaron.
That's the same one.
Es nada feo.
Wow.
Es nada.
That's so soft.
La puerta pisada.
¿Está qué?
Pisada.
No, I don't think so.
Más.
I don't think so.
Acuérdate cuando está frisada, la pones al mismo tiempo que fuera de frisar.
No. Oh yes, yeah, right there, Cookie. Tostones and steak. That's my favorite right there. And we have the guacamole in the fridge. Where's the guacamole?
Acuérdate con jalapeño.
That's the guacamole. And then my wife, she's cooking for the week. She's meal prepping. Omar, let me know para lo tuyo.
¿Cuál es el mío?
Este de acá.
That's fine.
Thank you.
And so you said you were gonna have a lot of meat.
Yeah, I mean, no, right?
No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat anymore because I'm not gonna get more because Ryla wants some steak. Remember that she told me that she wanted some churrasco?
No.
Hey, Cookie, Ryla, before she went to sleep, she saw me that I was gonna cook this, and she's like, "Daddy, can you save me some steak for tomorrow?" It's funny because Cookie told me that, based on what she's seen, the personality out of all of them, and she hit right the spot. She said about Ryla, and it's just right on the spot. Luna, Haley, right on the money.
Right, that's you.
That's what she said.
Right, that's you.
Thank you. Yeah, she's. Because since she was going to sleep, she's like, "Daddy, I want to make sure that you leave me some." I think I told this to Jay, Cookie, that not now, obviously in the future, as the channel keeps growing, and I'm already, doing the lifestyle that I want to do, which is travel all over the United States with the family. I might do in the future like a meet and greet, like just the people that obviously wants to go, and like maybe meet somewhere and like just share some face to face, the same way we do in the live stream, but face to face. Time out, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she said that the other day. Haley was trying to hit Ryla in the face, and then she got in timeout. And then that was funny. Yeah, she was trying to hit Ryla in the face, though.
I am not step
Yeah. Okay, let me put this away. ¿Tú vas a comer arroz?
No.
Yeah, yeah, I think that will be good. Obviously, in the future, but just when the channel grows more and then more people come, and I'm sure there's gonna be more connection with other people. So yeah, this is mine. The wife, very simple, just a skirt steak, some tostones, and guacamole. And that's gonna be dinner while my wife is finishing the meal prep for the week. And all the kids are already sleeping. And probably after that, I don't even know if I'm gonna work, and if I do work, maybe 30 minutes, an hour. Not more than that. But all right, guys, I'm gonna end the live stream. Hey, I appreciate everyone that was here on my live stream. Have a good night, Cookie. Have a good night, Jay. And anybody else that was watching, have a good night. I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Take care, everybody. Thank you, Cookie. Have a good one. See you later.